Right. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'll be talking about all of the post effects settings which you can basically use after changing your graphics to make the entire visuals look a little bit better, just like you can actually see now, which hopefully it does look better for you. I mean, for me it does look amazing. It looks a little bit more realistic, to be honest. So once I get to the right height and the right position, to be honest, I'm gonna be showing you what kind of effect settings you can basically use and which one could actually be really good for you. You can also find out where to find them, since I was struggling a little bit in finding them, and it was a kind of a pain in the ass. To get to your post effect settings, you have to press escape first, go to options, graphics, post effect settings, which is basically in the bottom left corner. And there you go. My post effect settings are set to this. However, I think that the main thing in this is the color corrections. And at the moment, mine is set for desaturated, since everything looks a little bit darker, a little bit more bland, more like realistic during the World War II, you know. It has this style, this theme, basically. And that's what default looks like. I wouldn't say it looks better, since everything's more colorful and it looks more like, imaginary. And then none is basically default, because default is none, which is basically contrast. Yeah, okay, so the contrast looks almost the same. It looks a little bit brighter. It has a little bit more colors, full colors, and this one looks more bland. You can't really, I mean, you can barely see the difference between the sky and the sea, which it just looks like somebody put the foil in front of the monitor and that's it. There's nothing else you can tell about it. All of the colors look more bland, which is doesn't really look nice. I mean, some people could actually like it. It's I think the theme really looks similar to the Vietnam War. However, yeah. And the film looks more interesting. You can see the colors, and everything looks more realistic with the colors. Um, I think it's really good. I've been using it for a while. However, after I've seen the desaturated option, where everything is a little bit darker and just tiny little bit shiny, as you can see on the fighter over here, I just chose this since it just suits the theme of World War II. And next one is a night from day. It's I believe it's good for screenshots, to be honest, since I don't know why, but everything for me seems to be a little bit nicer at night. And yeah, everything is a little bit more detailed, and it does kind of look like night, but it just doesn't really. It's more like dawn. Um, and the last one is a sepia. It's almost similar to the fall colors, yes, and what can I say? It doesn't look as nice. I mean, again, it looks it could be looking really good for the Vietnam War. However, I'm not a huge fan of it. There's some other settings which I suggest playing with it, or try to find it on the internet. There are plenty of forums where you can basically search how basically what kind of things you can choose to make it look more realistic, or however you want it. Um, there's also the lens flare option, where you can basically disable it everywhere, enable in replays, where basically you just watch your replays, which I don't really do. I'm kind of recording everything I'm playing, and enabled in a third person view, where most of people play most of the time, and enabled everywhere, which I have now, since I believe that my computer is capable of handling it. Um, yeah, so I believe that this is all I can tell about it, and yeah. In the next video, I'll be talking about the A6M0 and how to actually use it. So if you wanna check it out, it will be out possibly next day or in 2 days. And if it's not going to be the next video, it's probably because like I'm also planning on making and then uploading some like World War II strategy games as well, which maybe it's going to work out something like Men of War or the Soldiers Heroes of World War II, which, to be honest, they don't really gain too much traffic, though I do really like the game. So if you would like to check it out, it's Soldiers Heroes of World War II. It's a really interesting game. Basically, you're in charge of like 3 or 4 people, or sometimes a little bit more, and you have to complete the mission, which is basically usually um, like killing everybody or just getting to the point or capturing something. And it's really interesting since you actually need to think. Basically, it's like you have 3 soldiers, or 4 soldiers, or 2 soldiers, and at some point you just end up fighting a tank, which if you don't have any grenades or any special weapons for them, you're just going to die. So it is very tactical game and sometimes a little bit difficult. So I believe this could be fun to play and possibly even watch. So anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please tell me in the comment section below. Like it, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.